Hello, and welcome to our video on corporate politics. In today's world, politics isn't just limited to governments and nations, but it's also a part of the corporate world. Corporate politics can be defined as the use of power and influence to achieve specific goals in the organization. In this video, we'll talk about why corporate politics exist, how it affects employees, and what you can do to play the game right. Why is corporate politics important? Corporate politics can have a significant impact on an individual's career success within an organization. Those who are skilled at navigating corporate politics may be more likely to get promotions, recognition, and other career advancement opportunities. How corporate politics affects employees? Corporate politics can have a significant impact on employees, both positively and negatively. If you know how to play the game right, you can use it to your advantage and climb up the ladder of success. On the other hand, if you're not aware of the politics, you might get left behind, and your career may stagnate. 7 types of office politicians. Aside from official titles and positions, there are subtle yet distinguished roles that get played out in office politics. Roles such as the gossiper, bully, or advisor may not always be obvious. Yet, most of them can be found in just about any office or organization. These office politician types all bring something new into the equation. But unfortunately, what they bring is not always positive. This is a list of various office politician types who abuse their power, intentionally cause conflict, or use their position as leverage to get what they want. 1. Gossiper. Office gossips are people who love to talk about others, often in a nasty or underhanded way. People who gossip do not always intend to cause harm. But spreading other people's personal information can cause hurt feelings or reputational damage. If you have an office gossip in your work environment, try to discourage conversations with them about others' personal lives. Especially if the person you're discussing is not present. 2. Bully. Corporate politics often involve an office bully. Bullies can be found everywhere in life, and corporate environments are no exception. In fact, workplace bullying is on the rise. Learning how to deal with them is a useful life skill for both in and out of the office. A workplace bully acts at the expense of others. They might threaten their team members, interfere with their productivity, or use social influence to cause division among employees. Bullies can come in many different shapes and sizes. The negative effects of their behavior can range from being mildly annoying to seriously harmful to their colleagues' well-being. 3. Climbers. 3. Climbers, also referred to as social climbers, use the people around them to gain status and social power within the workplace or in life. Social climbers are never satisfied with their current position. They exploit their relationships with others in pursuit of power. In business politics, social climbers can be found tactically bonding with authoritative figures, such as managers and stakeholders. Social climbers ignore or avoid those they perceive as beneath them. 4. Advisor. The role of an advisor is to interpret data or relevant information. They then use this information to help authoritative figures make important decisions. Often materializing in the form of a manager or assistant, advisors form a significant part of the office politics ecosystem. Advisors hold a lot of power as they have the position to use influencing tactics on those with more control than them. A bad advisor will use that influence for exploitation or personal gain. While a good advisor will always aim to endorse decisions that benefit the greater good. 5. Credit thief. Credit thieves are people that steal recognition or praise for another person's work while passing it off as their own. Credit thieves do not believe in placing credit where it is due. Instead, they take advantage of timid colleagues that won't speak up for themselves if someone else claims recognition for their hard work. 6. Saboteur. A saboteur is someone who uses sabotage as a method for maintaining power within the workplace. They may try to derail someone else's project to make their own appear better. Or use underhanded tactics to ensure they are in competition with no one. It can be difficult at times to expose a saboteur's schemes. But employees should always feel comfortable reporting behavior of this kind. 7. Lobbyist. A lobbyist is a person who makes organized attempts at persuading those in high positions of power. Lobbyists always have an agenda. They use their influence to sway others in favor of it. No system of corporate politics is complete without a lobbyist. This is why it's so important for them to be identified before damage is done. Navigating corporate politics. To effectively navigate corporate politics, it's important to understand the power structures within your organization. This includes identifying who the key decision makers are, what their priorities are, and how they prefer to communicate. What you can do to play the game right. Here are a few things you can do to play the game right. Build connections. Now that you know how existing relationships work, you can start to build your own social network. Look beyond your immediate team and cross the formal hierarchy in all directions: co-workers, managers, and executives. Don't be afraid of politically powerful people. Instead, get to know them and build high-quality connections that avoid empty flattery. Be friendly with everyone, but avoid aligning yourself too closely with one group or another. If you are considering a personal relationship at work, be certain to base it on consent, to avoid any suggestion of illegal or inappropriate influence, and to never break confidentiality. Develop your people skills. As we have seen, politics are all about people, so strong interpersonal skills will stand you in good stead when it comes to building and maintaining your network. Reflect on your emotions, what prompts them, and how you handle them. If you can learn to self-regulate, you'll be able to think before you act. This kind of emotional intelligence helps you to pick up on other people's emotions, too, and to understand what kind of approach they like or dislike. Learn to listen carefully, too. When you invest time in listening, you'll slow down, focus, and learn. Make the most of your network. Through your relationships, you can build your personal brand and raise your team's profile. When you communicate your achievements to your connections, they might open up opportunities to shine for you, your team, and your boss. They can also act as a bridge between you and other colleagues. Be brave but not naive. Your first instinct may be to keep your distance from people who practice bad politics. The opposite can be more effective. The expression, "keep your friends close and your enemies closer," often applies to office politics. So, get to know the gossips and manipulators better. Be courteous but guarded, as they may repeat what you say with a negative spin. Try to understand their goals, so that you can avoid or counter the impact of their negative politicking. And be aware that some people behave badly because they feel insecure. This is a form of self-sabotage. Neutralize negative politics. You can help to make a workplace become more positive by not fueling the fire and joining in negative politics. For example, avoid passing on rumors without taking time to carefully consider their source, credibility, and impact. And don't rely on confidentiality. It's safer to assume that whatever you say will be repeated, so choose carefully what secrets you reveal. Remain professional at all times, and don't take sides, or get sucked into arguments or recriminations. When a conflict arises, remember that there doesn't have to be a winner and a loser. It's often possible to find a solution that satisfies everyone. If you're voicing concerns or criticism of your own, be confident and assertive but not aggressive. And make sure that you take an organizational perspective and not simply a selfish one. Conclusion: corporate politics are a part of the corporate world, and it's essential to understand them to succeed. By building relationships, understanding power dynamics, maintaining professionalism, and staying positive, you can play the game right and achieve your goals. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful.